What's good? What's good? What's happening, everybody? It's your boy, it's your friend, Ras Tien. And I'm back at y'all with another video. I've been gone for a bit. I know, been busy. Sorry. Well, today's not going to be a long video. It's going to be a little short, but I'm going to be reacting to Rebecca Barrett's video on Cardi B. And shout out to Rebecca Barrett, by the way. She's a YouTuber and former feminist. And basically she's talking about how Cardi B has been lying to women. And women of today have just been so fucking stupid that they've been, excuse my language, but they've just been so freaking stupid following behind Cardi B's message, not realizing that she's become a big hypocrite. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna pause in between. So hold on a second. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna play the video and I'm gonna stop in between and make commentary. Here we go.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca, and recently I stumbled onto an Instagram photo of Cardi B and Offset with baby number 2. And while I was so excited to see that she had a baby and they were happy and all that stuff, the problem that I have is not the fact that they got back together, not the fact that they had another baby, but the fact that her music and her presence in the media, she promotes to women to be promiscuous. She promotes women to be, to whop everywhere, and that she doesn't cook and clean, and that's how she gets a man. And she's promoting all of this toxic behavior to women. And women are sopping it up. You see girls at the club and at the bar basically shouting these anthems out, right? As like a shout for female empowerment. And she was praised for her performance at the VMAs or something like that, right? So she's promoting female empowerment. And on the flip side, Cardi B is not living up or not living to what she's saying in her songs or in the media, right? The audio doesn't match the visual. She's doing the complete opposite of what she promotes in the media. So I stumbled onto this Vogue article that she gave like the inside scoop of how they got back together and whatnot. So I'm gonna read some excerpts out of this. And you will be surprised by what Cardi B says, okay? So for those of you who don't know, Cardi B announced her divorce with Offset, and then she rescinded that. They went through counseling and whatnot, but this is what she says. When me and my husband got into our issues, he cheated and everything, and I decided to stay with him and work together with him. A lot of people were so mad at me. A lot of women felt disappointed in me, Cardi says. Shocking, Cardi.
And as they should be, Cardi. Now, as Miss Rebecca just read, she said that Cardi had said in this message that a lot of people were surprised and upset with her, and it's because she made herself look like a hypocrite. Because you sat up here and you talked about how you weren't going to tolerate cheating, but then you took a man back after he cheated on you, right? And let's keep in mind, by the way, Cardi B is promoting this stuff like what Miss Rebecca just said, promoting promiscuity, right? She's doing all this, and yet she's still dedicating herself to just one man. She's not going around having sex with a whole bunch of dudes, but she's telling you guys to do that. She's telling you guys to do all this stuff so that way she can get money off of you guys. Cardi B's a hustler. She's always been that way. This is the same woman who would talk about setting guys up to get robbed when she was prostituting, right? I mean, what she's doing is no different than what all these other rappers do. They, talk about stuff in their lyrics that they themselves don't even do. And they got you guys out here, you women out here included, following this stuff, actually applying this to your life when they're not living that lifestyle. But let's continue.
Because you're telling women to leave and to be this, promiscuous woman, and that they don't need a man, and that, you don't cook and clean, and that you can have a WAP and you can be a hoe and all these other things. So of course women are going to take some issue with this because you stayed with your cheating husband. Okay, so let's continue. She said, but it's real life-ish. You know what that word is. If you love somebody, you stop being with them and you're depressed, and social media is telling you not to talk to this person because he cheated. You're not really happy on the inside until you have the conversation. Then if you get back with them, it's like, how could you? You let all of us down. Well, of course, Cardi, you let all the women down after you preached this one thing and then you did another thing.
Exactly, Cardi. Because let's just look at it. You're the same woman who said, if I catch my man cheating, you said you were going to get him intoxicated, and then you were going to trick him into believing that you were going to give him a threesome with you and another girl and him, while really the other girl would be a transsexual. Now look at that. So you said you would do these things, and I doubt you did it. But if you did do it, it's still messed up. But anyway, you talked about wanting to do it with a man who cheated on you, and this man actually did cheat on you, and you went back to him, okay? And to make matters worse, you had another baby by the dude. If a man cheats on you, what makes him worthy of you carrying his seed? You gave a man one of the most precious gifts that a woman could ever give a man. And you gave it to a man who was undeserving of you. That's why the women are disappointed in you, Cardi. That's why they felt like you let them down, because you really did. Because you don't practice what you preach. Let's continue.
People that be in marriages for years, when they say till death do us part, sorry, her grammar is not that good. She goes, they not talking about little arguments like if you leave the fridge open. That's including everything. So it's interesting to me that Cardi B understands that marriage is hard and difficult and that it's till death do you part, right? She understands that clearly by her words here in this Vogue article. But then on the flip side, she's making music that counteracts that. So do you see where the disconnect is? The audio doesn't match the visual. And this is what I have a problem with, because if she really lived out her lyrics, if she really lived out her message to women, she would have left him. She would have probably had another baby or gotten with another rapper or NFL player or something like that, and she would have kept it going. She could have kept it moving, but no, she decided to work on her relationship. To me, working on the marriage is obviously the route to go, but it's shocking to me that a woman who preaches one thing doesn't practice what she preaches. She does the complete opposite, right? She's working on her marriage. She understands that marriage is hard. So that's the disconnect that I want women to understand. These people, these celebrities like Cardi B, like Beyonce, remember Beyonce wrote an entire diss album for Jay-Z after he cheated? Do you remember that? And they're still together. And I recently saw that Kylie Jenner is now pregnant with Travis Scott's baby.
That's right. That's right. See, Beyonce, y'all remember when she made that song, All the Single Ladies? She was promoting the beauty of being a single woman, but then she herself was a married woman. Just like what Miss Rebecca said, Jay-Z cheated, and was she playing that song, All the Single Ladies? Hell no. She went her ass right back to Jay-Z, and Cardi did the same thing. That thing that she said she was gonna do when she found out her man cheated on her, I doubt she did that. I doubt that she got him intoxicated and tricked him into having a threesome with her and a tranny. Oh, excuse me for YouTube sensitivity. I mean to say transsexual. But yeah, I mean, it's like I said a couple of minutes ago. These rappers, people like Cardi B, they're faking the funk. They just putting all that stuff out there into their lyrics to make good music, to make money off of your dumbasses. People like her and Beyonce, these are women that have husbands that they go home to every day. But they're encouraging you, telling you you don't need a man. This woman is telling you that she don't cook and she don't clean, but guess what? I bet you she gonna be cooking and cleaning when she's with this dude.
Baby, second child as well, and he cheated as well. So do you understand what I'm saying here? What they promote in the media and what they do behind closed doors are not the same thing. So why are women listening to this garbage? I also want to remind you that, remember that song WAP, right? You know the acronym for that. Well, Offset caught Cardi cleaning and makes fun of it, right? Because she says, I don't cook, I don't clean. So let's just watch that really quick. It's not loud on the song, man. She clean. She got it cooking. I'm wondering your head. See, ladies?
Now, didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that? Bitch will talk about she don't cook and she don't clean, but what's she doing? Right there with a fucking broom in her hand, sweeping up shit. And she knows that as a married woman, you really can't be with no dude if you ain't performing wifely duties, because what else are you going to have to offer him other than your vagina?
Cardi B does cook, she does clean. She is preaching one thing and doing the complete opposite. We need to see this for what it is. This right here, they're making billions of dollars off of these women who believe their lyrics, believe what they have to say, right? But on the other side, but on the flip side, they're not practicing what they preach. They're doing the complete opposite. So why are you buying into this garbage? This is what I want to shake women. I want to shake young girls and young women to say, this is not the truth. This is not what you should be doing. And listen, I do not condone cheating in relationships. I think it's disgusting. I don't wish that on anyone. And yes, cheating is one of those things that if you're going to divorce someone, that is something that you can divorce someone on, is cheating, right? But as I'm going to read here, Cardi does the complete opposite. So Cardi goes on to say, I believe in forgiveness. I prayed on it. Me and my husband, we prayed on it. We had priests come to us and we just came to an understanding like, bro, it's really us against the world. He has my back for everything and I have his back for everything. So when you cheat, you're...
Okay, now see, she wasn't saying that in one of the last live streams she did. Because I remember the live stream that she did where I watched it from another person who was reacting to Cardi B, Young Pharaoh, I believe. Shout out to him. And she wasn't talking about all that forgiveness stuff then. She wasn't talking about how she was going to pray on it then. She specifically said, if a dude cheat on me, I'm going to perp him up, I'm going to get him high, I'm going to get him drunk. And I'm quoting, this is what she said. She said, I'm gonna make him believe we're gonna have a threesome with another girl when really the other girl is going to be a transsexual. Those are the words that came out of her mouth. So where was the forgiveness talk then, Cardi B? Why didn't you talk about forgiveness when you was doing that live video? And then think about it. To trick a man, a heterosexual man, into wanting to, into having sex with a transsexual, you know that's a messed up thing to do. And that just goes to show, you know that being homosexual is not natural, because if it was, you wouldn't need to do something like that. But you know the effect it can have on a heterosexual man when he finds out that he had sexual relations unknowingly with a transsexual. Let's continue.
Betraying the person that has your back the most. Why would you do that? We had to come to a clear understanding. For me, monogamy is the only way. So again, guys, yes, cheating is terrible. Cheating is awful. But the fact is that I know so many couples that have gone through that have come out the other side and were stronger than ever. If you're a woman listening to what Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion or even Nicki Minaj, who, by the way, also just had another child, if you're listening to these types of lyrics, or you're listening to this music and you are attracted and you spend money on this stuff, right? Stop. Because they do not care about you. They're going to make their money no matter what. Selling this garbage dumpster fire music to you, and you are still alone, or you're not even in a relationship because you're an independent woman and you don't care about men, and men are trash and all of these other things. Well, all of these artists that make this music for the single ladies are married. So
and I'm gonna stop it right here. Now, if you guys want to watch the rest of the video, the link is in the description. Again, shout out to Rebecca Barrett. Y'all go subscribe to her. She's a very down-to-earth woman. But yeah, like she said, ladies, these women don't care about you. They telling you about that independent woman lifestyle, that you don't need a man, and how you can be independent and all that stuff. It keeps you lonely. It keeps you bitter. It eventually brings you to a point to where, as you're going to grow old and realize at the last moment that I'm gonna die alone. And that's what these women teach you when they put in these lyrics in their songs, man. They're making money off of you. And they're going back home to their husbands and children. They got a whole family. While you, on the other hand, because you were stupid enough to listen to them, you ain't got no family. They're singing all this feminist rhetoric that's in their music, and it's not helping you to become a better woman, a better wife, or a better mother. It's teaching you to just become a straight up hoe, just a bitter, lonely, and confused hoe. And with that being said, I leave you in the words of love, peace, and coconut grease. I will holla at y'all.